Hey, what's going on, Upswing Nation? Welcome back to the Upswing Report. It's Austin here, and today's video is all about how to get the most out of your college experience. Stay tuned to hear how I had my family friend lawyer almost sue the school because they tried to not let me graduate. All right, the first thing that you can do to enhance your college experience is to look up your professors. The main way that I recommend is using ratemyprofessors.com. That website will help you find and select the right professors. Now, I personally would frequently use the ease level, aka how easy they are, as one of my main focus of the criteria. So as a quick example, there was a math class that I was in, and I took one exam from one professor, and I think a quiz, and I failed the exam and I barely passed the quiz. And then I transferred into the same class but a different professor, and the rest of that semester I crushed it. I ended up actually getting a 4.0 in that class. And if I would have stayed in the first class, again, the same class but just different professor, I probably would not have done well, barely even passed. So it's extremely important to use Rate My Professor. You can also talk to your friends too, but Rate My Professor is a great resource, and I recommend you check it out. The second thing that you can do to enhance your college experience is to realize that the financial aid office has a lot of flexibility. What I mean by that is that you can actually go into the financial aid office and literally just sit there, talk to the right people, and say, hey, look, I need a better deal. Just realize that nothing is set in stone in terms of the financial aid department, and this is including for going and studying abroad as well. My brother, when he studied abroad, my younger brother, he actually was able to negotiate some excellent grants and talk to the financial aid advisors and figure out which ones would be the best fit for what he was looking for. He ended up having to pay nothing to go study abroad and had money left over that he just had in his bank account. Just go in there and talk to the right people, figure out how you can make this thing work, because your student loans will definitely be a pain in the butt. And if you put a little bit of effort into it right now and negotiate better rates, better potential grants or scholarships now, you're gonna thank yourself down the road for doing that. The third thing that you can do to enhance your college experience is to smash the thumbs up button. I'm just messing, but it would be great if you did. The fourth thing that you can do to enhance your college experience is to join student groups, try out new things, and just have fun. Use this time as a playground to try out new things. There are a ton of different student groups that you can join on your campus, and it's a great way to meet people in all different walks of life. Number 5 is to get started on your dreams now. I had in my head that when I graduated, I was gonna start my businesses and kind of plow through right when I graduate. I looked at my schooling as a stepping stone to get to that next level, and I beg you not to do what I did. If you have any sort of dreams to start something, do it now. Here's the thing, your dreams are going to take longer than you think to get started. So take the time that you have in college and get rolling. Don't do what I did. Don't wait until you graduate and say, oh, once I have all my degrees, then I'll be able to start. It's a stepping stone and I'm gonna wait. Don't do what I did. Start now, because nothing really will change once you graduate to start your dreams. Yes, if you're trying to start your career and get a job, yes, your degree is gonna be helpful for that. But in terms of your passions and dreams and doing things that are gonna be on your own time, don't wait until you graduate, start now. That is super important. Number 6, I would like to hear where you're going to school, or if you've already graduated, where you went to school. So leave your school in the comments below. All right, number 7, and this is what I referenced earlier in the video about my family friend attorney, but stay on top of your academic advisors. If you think about from a school's perspective, they really don't want you to be flying through graduation. They kind of are incentivized to keep you around a little bit longer so that they can get more tuition money. And I honestly feel like a lot of the academic advisors that I worked with were pretty inept, and again, I think it might be because of my first point about the school being incentivized to have you stay on longer. So make sure that you're staying on top of your classes and make sure that you're taking the right classes to graduate on time. My junior year, when I went to figure out and make sure that I had the requirements down for my dual degree, I talked with an academic advisor and I was all good to go. However, when I filed my senior year to graduate, I was told that nope, I'm not gonna be able to graduate. Basically, the other academic advisor apparently had it wrong and I was gonna be there for an extra semester, supposedly. So when I heard this, I said, there's absolutely no way I'm staying for an extra semester. I was told by someone who worked for the school that that was that. And so what I did is I talked to my family friend attorney, and he just drafted up an email letter and had his signature in there and basically just said, hey, you guys better get your stuff together because Austin is definitely going to be graduating or we're going to pursue legal action. Now, honestly, we probably wouldn't have, but that letter scared them and they reached out extremely apologetically and said, oh, no, you're good to go. Sorry, that was our mistake. But if I didn't have that situation and really lean into it, I could have definitely been screwed for my own time and effort and money if I didn't make that happen. So make sure you're on top of your progress with your classes and don't get behind. Don't just follow your academic advisors blindly. That is a bad plan. So going along the class thing, number 8 is that your school probably has excellent free tutoring resources. There's a bunch of free stuff like that. Go to your student activity center or your student center and ask them about free resources. If you're struggling with a class, ask the professor and make sure that you're staying on top of your classes and use those free resources because really you're paying for them and they're gonna help you do better in your classes. Number 9 is to get paid to study. There's a lot of jobs on campus where you can literally just sit at a desk and study and get paid to do so. For example, I worked at the gym and I was able to, when I swipe people in, I would just read my textbooks while I wasn't swiping people in. And I also had another job in the film equipment rental room because I was a film student. And literally 70%, 75% of my time I was able to just go on my computer or study, and it was an amazing way to get paid to study. So I encourage you to check out, maybe there's a job at the library, or any sort of desk job that you can get paid to study, and that is an amazing thing. The 10th and final thing that you can do to get the most out of your college experience is to look people in the eye as you're walking past them on campus. Sam Walton, who founded Walmart, I remember reading in his book, he would walk on the sidewalk and look people in their eye and say hello. And that was one of the things that he did, and he became very popular on campus. A lot of people knew about him, and that was just good for him in terms of relationships and learning how to be a better people person. And that really helped him in his career down the road as a business person. So think of all the connections that you can have while you're on campus. If you're just the one to say hi or nod when people are coming by, because you never know, somebody could strike up a conversation or you see them later on, and that is just a good way to go on campus. So those are the things that I recommend that you do to enhance your college experience. Look at this list and see what you can do to, again, get the most out of your college experience. Don't let these be the best 4 years of your life, but do enjoy them and use these tips to get the most out of your college experience. All right, that is it for today's video. Again, my name's Austin. Thanks for sticking around to the end, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, bye-bye.